Hi, I'm Holly, and this is Technical Shorts. Today I'm going to show you how to do setup for a reflux, and you could be doing a reflux for any number of reasons. Say you're doing a chemical reaction or you're doing an extraction, but the general idea for a reflux is that you want to be able to keep your solvent, whether it's water or an organic solvent, at boiling for an extended period of time without losing any solvent. So the solvent boils, the vapor moves up into a condenser, which is water chilled. So then it condenses back into liquid and drips back down into your round bottom flask. So to ensure that I have a nice boil, nice rolling boil without any bumping, I'm going to, in this situation, I'm going to add some boiling stones. And you don't need very many, just a couple. All right, so now we're ready to set up our condenser for our reflux. And our condenser has two lines, one going in the bottom and one coming out the top. And we want to make sure that we fill our condenser completely with water, and we're going to use gravity to help us do that. We're going to make sure we put the water going in the bottom and then coming back out the top. And that will ensure that the entire condenser will fill and that we are cooling as best as possible. So I'm going to connect the bottom line to my water. And then I'm going to just make sure that my top line is well seated and is going to remain in a drain. All right, so now that I have my condenser on, I'm ready to start heating my solvent. And I'm going to do that using a heating mantle. You could be using any number of different sources for heating. In my case, I'm going to connect my heating mantle to a rheostat. Now, the reason I connect my heating mantle to a rheostat is that if I was to plug it directly into an outlet, it would just continue to heat and heat and heat and get extremely hot. By connecting it to a rheostat, that allows me to control how much electricity gets to the mantle and therefore how hot it is going to get. So in this case, I know my boiling point of dichloromethane is fairly low, and so I'm only going to actually start my rheostat at a lower setting. Now I want to seat my round bottom flask nicely in my heating mantle, so I'm going to use my lab jack to bring the heating mantle up to the round bottom. And now I'm ready to go. So what I'm going to do is keep an eye on my reflux, and I'm going to make sure that I have a nice boil that is not too vigorous, but that I do have my solvent is boiling. And I can use my rheostat to adjust the temperature of my heating mantle to control that boil.